Water quality analysis is a complicated process, and each step is vital to ensure that no one is affected by contaminated water. Contamination in the water supply is one of the quickest ways to incapacitate a combat force. Either accidental or deliberate contamination may result in the presence of arsenic, cyanide, mustard, and nerve agents in the water that soldiers rely upon for daily use. As a water treatment specialist, it would be your job to ensure that you select the best raw water source available and that the water you produce is free of contaminants that could harm your fellow soldiers. You are charged with providing the safest and cleanest drinking water. Chemical warfare agents and other harmful elements are sometimes present in raw water. Your mission as a water treatment specialist is to test selected raw water sources for the presence of chemical warfare agents and determine the best water source to use for field water production. In this video lesson, you will learn how to conduct the test for these agents and how to interpret the results. After completing this video lesson, you will be able to determine the presence of arsenic, cyanide, mustard, and nerve agent contamination in a water sample using the M272 test kit. Skills like this will prepare you to be ready on day one. The M272 is a portable, lightweight kit that will detect and identify harmful amount of CW agents when present in raw or treated water. With this kit, you can detect cyanide, mustard, LEWISITE, and nerve agents when present in water in dangerous amounts. Speaking of protective masks, review the chart from TB Med 577, Table 4-7. It tells you the frequency of chemical warfare agents and radioactivity testing of source water by water purification personnel according to threat and MOP level. This chart displays some technical CW agent data. Pay particular attention to the numbers in the center column. They are referred to as maximum permissible concentrations, or MPC, for chemical warfare or CW agents. They are the amounts reliably detected by this test kit. Water containing agents in less than these concentrations is permissible for short term, up to a 7-day use, in cold or warm regions, with up to 5 quarts per person per day. You may ask, what if the chemical warfare referred to as CW agents are above MPC or maximum permissible concentrations that we see on this chart? In that case, the water would need to be subjected to additional treatment processes and tested again. Remember, you play an important role in selecting the best water source for use for field water production in order to produce the safest and cleanest drinking water to the troops. Now that you have your protective gear on, you are ready to perform the LEWISITE test using the M272 Chemical Agent Water Test Kit. LEWISITE is a blister agent which causes immediate pain on impact. It is an effective irritant to the eyes, mucous membranes, lungs, skin, and blood-forming organs. It was developed for use in chemical warfare. It is your job to test for this agent in water samples. You will start by preparing a detector tube. Notice the blue band detector tube packet in the kit. You will take out one tube and then return the packet to the kit. Notice the break marks on each end of the blue band tube. You'll break off both ends of the blue band tube at the break marks. Now, you will remove a test bottle from the kit. Remove the stopper assembly from the bottle. Insert the broken tube into the connector with prongs facing away from the stopper. Fill the bottle to the mark with the water to be tested. Now press the bottle back onto the case bottom holder here. You will need to check the water temperature of your sample using one of the following 2 ways. If you have an older kit, you will use the thermometer. If you have a newer kit, you will use the test strips found here. Make sure you allow 1 minute for the test strip to work. Document your temperature reading. Next, you will add a zinc mixture to the water. This is reactive, so follow these steps. Take 1 orange label zinc mix packet from the kit. Loosen the contents by working it between your fingers. Tap the bottom of the packet to cause the powder inside to drop to the bottom of the packet. Tear the packet at the notches and gently squeeze the packet open. Be sure to do the next step quickly to prevent gas from escaping. After pouring in the zinc mixture, make sure you put the stopper on tight to the test bottle so that all the gas goes through the detector tube for you to get more accurate results. Good job. While you are waiting for the mixture to interact, move on to test 2, the nerve agent. You will be performing this test while you are waiting for your LEWISITE test results. Remove 1 white label envelope referred to as a ticket from the kit. Tear open the packet on the notch side and remove the silver-covered ticket. Fold back the loose end of the silver cover to the fold mark on the ticket so that only the white test patch is exposed. Now, you'll dip the white patch into a different sample of test water, not in the test bottle. If water does not soak in, fold silver cover back over the white patch and massage ticket to wet through. Remove the metal clip from the kit. Then fold the silver cover back over the patch and fold the ticket so that the silver cover is inside. Insert the ticket into the clip. Now think back to what you found the temperature of your water to be. Was it colder than 50 degrees Fahrenheit or 10 degrees Celsius? If you answered yes, hold the clip with the ticket between your palms. Keep gloved hands clasped together and heat the ticket for 3 minutes by firmly rubbing the heels of your hands together every 10 to 15 seconds. If the water is warmer than 50 degrees Fahrenheit or 10 degrees Celsius, then you will continue with normal procedure, which is to hold the clip with the ticket in your closed fist for 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, remove the ticket from the clip and pull the silver cover completely off, exposing the second patch. Re-wet the white patch by submerging the white patch in the water. Fold the ticket at the fold mark and press the 2 patches together. Reinsert the folded ticket in the clip and hold it in your closed fist for another 3 minutes. Now remove the ticket from the clip and open it flat to show both patches. Check your results right away. Read your results carefully. Your fellow soldiers are relying on you. You will compare the colors of the patch on the end with the clipped corners with the nerve agent test colors on the instruction card. A white patch means danger, nerve agent present. A blue patch matching or bluer than the test colors means safe, no nerve agent present. Any color changes after your initial reading should be disregarded. If your ticket is white, indicating the presence of a nerve agent, report the results to your supervisor or CO. Record all your testing results accordingly. Upon completion of your tests, you will rinse any used test hardware with potable water. Perform your after operations PMCS and return all items to their proper locations in the kit. Be sure to safely discard used kit items, test water, and rinse water in accordance with your unit's SOP. By the way, what was the temperature of your water sample? If the temperature was warmer than 50 degrees Fahrenheit, then you can proceed to comparing colors. However, if it was colder than 50 degrees Fahrenheit, you may find the beads inside your bottle are still white after 7 minutes. If so, then carefully heat the bottom of the test bottle with a match. Wait 5 more minutes before removing the tube, regardless of the bead color, and comparing the bead color to the LEWISITE test colors. If the beads are still white after the warm-up and additional time you waited, then the test is negative for LEWISITE. Remove the blue band tube from the stopper assembly. Compare the color of the beads with the LEWISITE test color on the instruction card in your kit. If the beads are yellow or brownish, that means danger and LEWISITE is present. If beads remain white, that means safe and LEWISITE is not present. Record your test results. Dispose of your water sample in accordance with local standard operating procedures. Rinse your used test hardware with potable water to be ready for the next test. You are done with test number 1, the LEWISITE test. Our third test will be for the presence of cyanide. Hydrogen cyanide is a cellular poison that is transported by the blood, causing a disruption in the oxidative processes used by the cells. Respiratory and cardiovascular collapse may result from cyanide poisoning. It is your job to do what you can to protect our troops from this blood agent. You will now perform a cyanide test on the same water sample. Take out the blue band detector tube packet from the kit again. Get out another tube and then return the packet to the kit. Like before, notice the break marks on each end of the blue band tube and break the tube at the marks. Now you will remove the test bottle from the kit. Remove the stopper assembly from the bottle and insert the broken tube into the connector with the prongs away from the stopper. Now you will do something new. In the bottom right corner of your kit, you will find a small container of connector vials. Remove the small container of connectors from your kit. Flip open the container and remove one connector. Close the container and return it to the kit. Attach the connector to the top of your blue band tube, which is attached to the stopper, and set it aside. Now you'll remove the red band tube packet from the kit. Take out one tube and return the packet to the kit. Like previous band tubes, you will break off both ends. Attach the tube to the top of the blue band tube with a connector with the prongs pointing up and away from the stopper. This is what it will look like. Now you are ready to return to your bottle. Fill the bottle to the fill mark with the water to be tested. Press the bottle into the case bottom holder. Check the water temperature of your sample. If you have an older kit, you will use the thermometer. If you have a newer kit, you will use the test strips found here. Make sure you allow 1 minute for the test strip to work. Document your temperature reading. Now take one of the yellow labeled salt mix packets from the kit. Loosen the contents between your fingers and tap to the bottom of the packet and immediately add the salt to the water sample in your bottle. Carefully swirl the contents of the bottle to dissolve the salt. You are getting closer to the completion of your cyanide test. Remove a green labeled tablets packet from the kit. Now is the time to remember your water temperature results. If your water was less than 50 degrees Fahrenheit and considered cold, then you would break up the tablets in the green label packet before opening, using only gloved fingertips. If the water temperature is considered hot, which is between 105 and 125 degrees Fahrenheit, foaming may occur and could wet the beads in the tube. To reduce the foaming, cool the water sample down. This might be challenging when in the field. Here are several methods for doing that. Simply set the water sample in cooler water, or pour the water back and forth between containers, or wrap water container in a wet cloth like a handkerchief or a sock, or stand the water sample in a shady or windy spot like under a tree or in front of a radiator fan. If foaming continues in detector tubes, continue cooling techniques. However, if your water temperature was between 50 degrees and 105 degrees Fahrenheit, then you may proceed with adding the tablets to the water. Tear the green label packet open at the notches. Add 2 tablets from the packet to your water sample. Insert the stopper assembly firmly onto the bottle. Now you'll use your watch or your timer and wait a full 5 minutes, and if your water is colder than 50 degrees Fahrenheit, you will wait a full 10 minutes. Now you will remove the red band top tube. Compare the color of beads between the black portion and the red band with cyanide test colors. If in doubt, compare with an unused tube. If the beads appear blue, that means danger. Cyanide is present. If all beads appear white, that means safe. No cyanide present. Now, you will check the blue band tube on the test bottle for a color change. Yellow beads in the blue band tube also mean danger for cyanide. If you find indications of cyanide, report results to your supervisor or commander. Great job, water dogs. You have completed testing your water sample for the presence of cyanide. You are on your way to protecting your fellow troops from dangers of unsafe water. Your next goal is to complete a mustard test. You will remove the connector from the top of the blue band tube and place it to one side. Pull the blue band tube out of the stopper assembly on the test bottle kit. Next, remove the heater from your kit case. Insert the tube into the tube holder of the heater. Slide it all the way in with the prongs last. Plug your heater into the socket inside the case top and then swing out your windshield. You will also turn the back of the case into the wind. If you are in a very windy situation, use your body as a shield from the wind as well. When you are situated, remove a match from the container and close the container. Light the match on the striker inside the kit lid. You will now heat the tube holder with the flame of one match. Hold the flame to the metal portion of the heater. Wait 30 seconds after heating. Be forewarned that the alkaline chemical that you are using is extremely hazardous. Do not get this anywhere near your eyes or your mouth. One drop of this can cause serious damage. Next, you will remove the alkaline solution bottle from the case and unscrew the cap. Remove the blue band tube from the tube holder. Hold the tube with the prongs down. Press the bottle tip against the blue band end of the tube and squeeze 1/4 inch of the alkaline solution into the tube end. Now tap the tube with your finger. Twist the cap firmly onto the alkaline solution bottle and return the bottle to the kit. Compare the color of the beads with the mustard test colors on the instruction card. You can ignore any tan color. Purple beads mean danger, mustard is present. All white or tan beads mean safe, no mustard is present. If you do find an indication of mustard, be sure to report the results to your supervisor or commanding officer according to standard operating procedures. Well done, water dogs. You'll finish up this segment by rinsing your test hardware in clean water. Congratulations, water dogs. You have used your M272 water testing kit to successfully test a water sample for the blister agent LEWISITE by adding a zinc mixture. While waiting for the result of your LEWISITE test, you conducted a nerve agent test by testing a separate sample of the same water. To do this test, you used the white label envelope referred to as a ticket. You wet the ticket with the sample, warmed it with your closed fist, and then compared the colors of the patch on the end with the clip corners against the nerve agent test colors on the instruction card. A white patch means danger, nerve agent present. After completing the LEWISITE and nerve agent tests, you conducted a test for the presence of the blood agent, cyanide, in the water sample. You did this by adding the contents from the yellow labeled salt mix packets and the tablets from the green labeled tablets packet in your kit to your water sample. You compared any resulting color of the beads in your sample with the cyanide test colors provided. If they remained white, the water was safe. You then conducted a test for the blister agent mustard, which causes severe chemical burns. During the test, you added an alkaline solution from your kit to the same water sample and then heated it. You then observed any color changes to the beads in the water. If the beads remained white or tan, the water was considered safe. You recorded your results on DA Form 1712 as required. Chemical warfare agents and other harmful elements are sometimes present in raw water. Your mission as a water treatment specialist is to determine the best water source to use for field water production and produce the safest and cleanest drinking water to individuals and teams.